with that, I welcome you now to the second day of the Financial Freedom Accelerator. By the way, quick call out, how was day one? Hey, hey, good to see you too. Thank you. Mind blowing, fantastic, awesome. You know what? Nothing makes me happier than all the love that you're showing me in the chat. And day two is going to be even more amazing. I think I already told that to you, but let me not spill the surprises and let that be done throughout as we go through the rest of the day today. Before I move you on to the learnings for the day, I just want to revisit the rules that we are going to follow, across the 4 days of the FFA. First rule is empty the cup, right? You don't need any prior knowledge. Whatever you think you know about the markets, it can be hearsay, it can be passed on education from people in and around you. Forget it, right? Start from a blank slate. Forget it, everything that you think you know about the markets and try to look at everything from a new perspective, unlearn to learn better across these 4 days. Does that make sense to all of you? Yes. Empty the cup. Absolutely. No biases, no nothing. Fresh, clean slate, right? Then do the work and take notes because, as you guys know, we don't really want to give out recordings of this webinar because you are taking the pain to attend it live. You have already shown the whatever it takes, right? Attitude to come here, attend, learn, and of course, implement. Correct? So do the work, take notes. Pratik and I will be taking you through a lot of stuff across these 4 days. I already did it yesterday. I'll be doing even more so across the next 3 days. And whatever you think is important for you, or you might think that you would, there's a probability that you forget, you please make a note of it. And as I said, of course, at the end of the 4 days, we'll give you a consolidated set of notes for all the 4 days. But whatever you feel is important, please take the note right away. Keep a pen and paper handy with you. Okay. And of course, goes without saying, you have been doing this. And I really appreciate the participation that you gave me yesterday. Correct. And I hope and pray and request all of you to keep that same level of enthusiasm, excitement, and participation in the chat today as well. Because let's be very honest, the more active you become on the Zoom call, the more energy you give, the more you learn because it ensures that you're constantly, you know, in tune with whatever we are teaching, whatever we are discussing, how our logic is working, right? So participate as much as possible. It will enable you to take more from the workshop, okay, today. And of course, goes without saying, if you do not pay attention, you lose out on opportunities. Do I need to really explain this? Because we have so much to cover to get today, right? And across the 4 days, it is not possible for us to revisit everything, explain multiple times. But whatever we teach has a meaning, is important, is absolutely, absolutely required, right? So please, please, please ensure that you are in a quiet room. There is no disturbances. You are fully focused and zoned in for the next 3 hours and you don't even miss a beat. Okay? Are we all comfortable with the rules? Can I have a thumbs up or a yes in the chat? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. See, this is the excitement, the enthusiasm, and the participation I was talking about. Nothing makes us happier as mentors to see that all of you are involved. Correct? Thank you so much for that. And before, again, as I said, before I move on to what we're going to cover in day two and actually get on with the sessions, shall we do a quick summary of whatever we learned yesterday to re-jog our memory? Yes? Okay. So let's quickly go through the day one summary and you give me a shout out if you remember if we had discussed this yesterday or not. Okay. So first and foremost, Aditya taught you all about the magic of prepayment, right? How it will help you get out of debt faster and also save a lot of interest. Yes. Then I taught you about asset allocation, which, was the fundamental pillar which drives investment performance. We learned about that. We understood the different types of asset classes available to us. And then we factored in inflation to see, okay, boss, this is what we need to eliminate because it does not meet inflation. And what were we able to come up with? What was the only asset class which makes sense for a growth portfolio? Absolutely correct. Stocks. And then we did a, you know, we did a small analytical framework. We did a back testing on capital minds, right? Nifty equal versus Nifty 50. The equal allocation portfolio, what did it teach us? It taught us diversification. And then we brought in the real return asset class and diversification together to start with diversified stock investments. And that is wherein I taught you the first idea. What was the first idea? The Nifty EQ SIP, correct? Which gave 16.9% XIRR over the last 5 years. Simple SIP, correct? Then we learned the Nifty 50 rebalance template. I showed you a backtested return of 33.1%. That was the second idea. I taught you the third idea wherein you can curate a stock portfolio, right? Using this Alpha Plus investing screener. And that generated 63.6% returns in 2024, right? That was a backtest all of us did. And you have the Excels with you as well. Then we went on to use AI. And what did we do? We stole all the hard work of all the hardworking experts and we condensed it into probabilistic output. Was that not something which is really, really, simple yet effective? Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect, right? Then we talked about a little bit on the mindset front, how majority of what roadblocks we think. I hope together we were able to break down those roadblocks and understand that these are actually self-imposed, correct? And then we learned about the difference of 15% versus 25% CAGR. Why do we need to focus on returns? Because two out of the three factors which determine your future value in an investment are limitations. What's the third factor which is not a limitation and in our control? Returns. And what did we understand? Is it just a 10% increase in returns or it was 14 times? Wonderful. Thank you so much. And then last but not the least, we learned the FII buildup, which was our fourth idea for the day that has generated a backtested returns of 29.5%, right? And last but not the least, I gave you a glimpse of the magic of a rule-based trading system, which we'll see more into effect today. So all good with the summary for day one? Yes. Yaad aa gaya sab kuch? Perfect. Perfect. And I can't move on from here without asking you, did all of you do yesterday's homework? Yes. At the risk of sounding like a strict school teacher, I hope you have done your homework. Okay. Firstly, tell me, have you, all of you who are, in a loan already, did you check the smart EMI calculator and see how many years and how much of interest you are able to save? Can you let me know in the chat? Yes, let me know. 30,000 saved, 5 months saved, perfect. 5 years and 25 lakhs, 7 years and 15 lakhs, 5 years, 1 year and 10,000, 1 lakh rupees saved, 5 years, 8 lakh rupees saved, 20 years. Okay, that's a 10. I think 20 years is a lot of savings. 4 years. Okay, 20-year tenure, 4 years saved, 40,000 saved. Perfect. 2 years, 0.5 million, that's 5 lakhs. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Great. Great to see that you have taken the learnings from yesterday and actually started implementing. Tell me something. Did it feel good to take a learning and immediately check it out yourself? To put it into effect, because learning and knowledge without implementation is useless. Correct? Knowledge is good only when you implement it. Perfect. So, absolutely, absolutely happy that all of you did that. Now, the second homework, did all of you who do not have a credit card, did you do your research and apply for a credit card? And if yes, which is the credit card that you applied to, or let's say are planning to apply to, based on your research? Axis Burgundy, that's a good card. I already have. Okay. Axis, HDFC. Okay. Flipkart, Axis, HDFC, Regalia, Amex, Regalia, Millennia, Super Saver. Super Saver is smart. So basically, if you have a lot of petrol expenses, that is a really smart way. Perfect. 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 New Infinity, Coral, Millennia, Sapphiro. Amazing. So great. Again, thank you so much that you have gone and done your homework, done your research, and put in your application. That's great. And last but not the least, have you gone ahead and read at least one money control news article? Tell me, what is the most important news that you feel or that you have gone through? What is the news? Okay, you read about the budget, IT stock downfall, gold downfall, American Express changes. Okay, perfect. Repo rate, yes. Trade deal, silver downfall, Kalyan Jewelers, RBI repo rate, Epstein files. Okay, perfect. So all of you, tell me one thing before I move on. Doing these three bits of homework, did it feel good that you learned from a session and actually implemented it, went ahead, did the work? That is what we were talking about, right? Do the work. Felt good, felt like a step in the right direction. Yes, of course, this has got nothing to do with investing or trading yet, but it still feels good, right? Learn something, implement it. And thank you so much for that. And with that, now let me move you on in today's session. Day two, stock trading building strategies, right? Our second day of the FFA. And let me again give you a glimpse of what we are going to learn today. Pratik sir is going to share a secret strategy that has given approximately 30% CAGR, which is annualized return. And he's going to share all the backtested results with you, right? Then you will learn how professional traders use a little known layering concept to exponentially increase their return probabilities, right? Third, you can trade alongside with your job using the peak framework that we're going to teach you. You can build a no code rule based trading system all by yourself today, right? And we'll be sharing a few uncovered, rather, we will be sharing a few untold truth of the stock markets, which people, don't really understand, don't really know about. And of course, we have the biggest surprise for passionate learners from us. And yes, do stay back for your attendance. And to take you through all that I have said that you're going to learn today, who's going to teach you all of it? Can I have a very, very warm welcome to Pratik, sir?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Rahul.
Welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for the warm welcome. It's so great to see each and every one of you here with us today. Thank you for showing all the love. It's now my responsibility to make sure that the next few hours that we have with each other becomes very enriching for you, and I will give my best. Like Rahul mentioned, please let us absolutely not miss out on anything that I'm about to show you. A couple of things before I move. I know yesterday's session was superb. Rahul took you guys through a lot of important things, and which is great, right? But today's session will be a little different. So, in case if anyone has missed out on yesterday's session, don't worry. It's not that if you have missed out on yesterday's session, you will not be able to understand what I teach you in today's session. Number one. Okay. Now, I don't want you to be fixated on yesterday's session. You may have questions. I'll try to answer all the questions towards the end. But for now, let us focus on whatever we go forward with. Okay. Guys, are we clear with that? I don't want anyone to miss out on today because they are fixated on yesterday. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Super clear. Okay. What is gone is gone. Let us absolutely focus on the now and yeah, make the best next few hours for ourselves. So thank you so much, Rahul, for taking us
Pleasure.
through revising yesterday and, of course, what we are expecting to do today. The agenda is very, very clear. We are going to be building trading strategies. We are going to be back testing. We are going to be getting a glimpse about AI. So a lot of interesting things upwards. Yeah, let's get on with it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I like to get started with asking a very, very simple question, of course, which will help me understand you guys a little better, right? For me to understand your backgrounds a little better, of course. You guys know Adi well, you guys know Rahul well, but it's a little bit, I need to know you guys a little bit also. Okay. So the question is, how many years of trading experience do you have? Okay, so no shame in writing zero, guys. It's just for me to better understand you guys. So 0, 15, 1, 2 to 3 years, 0, 0, 0, beginner, 0, 0, 0, 5, 15, 0, 1 to 0 to 5. Okay, 8 years, beginner, 6 years, 0, 1 year, 1 month, just started, 5 years, 3, 6 months, beginner, 0, a lot of 3 years trading, but without any knowledge. Okay. 1 to 3 years of investing knowledge, 9 plus years, superb, 0, 0, 3 to 5 years, 4 months, 6 years, 1, 3, but investing mostly. Okay. 5 years of trading, but trading blindly, so lost a lot of money. Okay. 15 years, but continue to making loss. Okay. Okay, super. 15 years, only SIP in mutual funds. We have CFAs, but a lot of new zero and amazing. Okay, super. Understood. Okay, so don't worry, guys. So I see a lot of people very new in the markets. I also, have seen a lot of people who have been trading for a lot of years, but for some reason they have not been able to crack the markets, right? So don't worry, I will be able to explain. I will try my best to explain a lot of things from basics. Okay, so everyone, even if you guys are someone who has some knowledge, can we all absolutely start from the basics? So for people who have zero knowledge, I will try my best to give explain whatever in a very easy manner. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right. The next question that I have, and please listen to this question very, very carefully. It's a little tricky. It's for me to understand your mindset and the way that you think. So the on the scale of 1 to 10, how strongly do you feel self-learning basic concepts of trading the markets will make you successful as a trader? So if you believe that by reading a book, by watching YouTube, or by doing something else, you will be successful as a trader, you give a bigger number. So tens. If you believe no, then you give a smaller number. Okay. Okay. So strongly agree. 1, 2. Some people are playing with 5. Okay, playing in the middle. Eights and sevens, twos, 8.85, nines and fours. Strongly agree. Some are disagree. I think we are split across the middle with a lot of people actually in the six and sevens and eights. Interesting. Okay. 10. Some people are 0. Some people are 10. Beautiful, right? I think that's what makes the market an interesting place. And again, uh, okay, thank you for sharing that. I think I see a lot of people agreeing to this. Now, I want to drop a truth bomb right away. Okay, I want to drop a truth bomb right away. Now, a lot of people believe that the self-learning, you'll watch a video, you will do something, and you will be able to be successful. Sure, but I disagree with it because I think it is one of the biggest misunderstandings that self-learning will be sufficient. That because a lot of things, either you lose your money and you gain experience, or self-learning is not going to happen, right? You will need some bit of wisdom to be able to navigate the market. But again, whatever I say today, okay, whatever I say today, I will back it up by data and information. Okay. So you don't have to believe this statement right now. I will back it up by whatever the data and what numbers tell us. And let's go with that. Okay. All right. So let's jump in, guys. Absolutely. Let's absolutely bring our focus. Thank you for participating, bringing in your questions. Now let us absolutely focus and look at our screen. Okay. So I'm going to do a case study here with you guys. And this case study is about what a breakout is. But let me just take a few steps back. Before I come to the point of breakout, let me just take a few steps back. Okay. Now, we all know, share market, the stock market, like you have any market in your vegetable market, other markets. There's stock market also, right? Where the stocks are there and people can go and buy and sell them. In India, we have National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. Any one of you been to any of those National Stock Exchange in BKC in Bombay, and Bombay Stock Exchange in your Dalal Street? No, yes, couple of people have been there. Some people have not. You, if you can, you must visit. Beautiful, beautiful places. Okay. Okay, so these are the biggest, these are two main exchanges in our country. Now we are talking about a share. Okay, so now when someone says that I am buying a share of Reliance, I'm buying a stock of Reliance, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means basically that you have part ownership of the company. Simple point, guys. You have some part ownership of a company. When you buy a share of a company, you are part owner of the company. Okay? That's what we're going with. Okay. The next point is you have seen or you have heard the prices of stocks go up, the prices of stocks go down. The main reason for prices of stocks going up and down is a concept called demand and supply. I'm guessing this concept of demand and supply everyone knows about. It is nothing to be talked about. Demand, supply. If there is more demand for something, what is going to happen to the price? The prices will go up. If there is a lot of supply for something, not enough demand, the prices will fall down. Right? It is a very simple funda. So same thing happens with stocks also. If more people want to buy a stock, right, the prices of the stock will go up. If more people are, want this, don't want the stock, what will happen? The price will come down until it finds a point where people think, okay, this is a good price. Okay, so that is what we are looking at. Now let's come to the next concept. Till now, guys, we are very, very clear. We'll go to the next concept of the word bullish and bearish. Okay, so bullish and bearish. Now, the word bullish and bearish comes from a very, simple thing. So, how you guys have seen the bull, right? The big bull. You guys have heard of the bull, the statue you have seen in front of Bombay Stock Exchange, maybe a photo of the charging bull, right? So, the when a bull attacks, what does it do? When a bull attacks, it attacks through its horns and throws the opponent up, right? They throw the opponent up, a bull, right? Where you look compared to a bear is someone who basically, when they attack, they hold the opponent and pull them down, right? So you guys may have seen some, scam 1992, the big bull, Harshad Mehta, or the
Recording
bear stay, pull the opponent down. Okay, just wait a few seconds. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so hence the people who want the prices to go up, right? They are called bulls, right? And for people who want the prices to go down, they are called bears. Okay, so that's where the name bull and bear comes from. Okay, so that's where the name bull and bear comes from. And we'll be using this term bullish, bearish, all of these. Okay, all of you Scam 92 sabne dekha hai na? You guys have seen the movie Scam 92? Manu Bhai and the Bear Gang, the Cobra Gang, and Harshad Mehta was the big bull. They're pushing the price higher, all of that. Yeah, super. Chalo. Now, what we are looking at currently, what we are looking at currently is that these red lines that are there. Let me just imagine this red line is the price of a stock. Okay, just imagine any stock that you like, you heard of, think of it like this is the price of a stock. Now you see the price going up, the price coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, right? So what is happening here? The bulls are pushing the price up, the bears are not letting the price go above a certain dotted level. Can you guys see that? There is a point where the sellers are so strong or the bears are so strong, they are pushing the price lower. You can see that the bulls are not giving up. Every time they push it down, they try again. Again, they push it down. Again, the bull tries. Again, the bear pushes it down. They're trying. Okay, so this is what is happening. Okay, now this place, this dotted line, okay, this dotted line where the sellers or the bears are very strong, right? That point is called a resistance, right? That means what? The bulls are not strong enough to push the price above that level, like a resistance, English word for resist, to stop. Guys, we are clear with the term resistance. This dotted line that you see here is means resistance, right? A place where the supply is more than the demand. We can say that the bear is more active than the bull. Your call, okay? So that is what we mean by resistance. Now we see that the bulls, the buyers, try to push the price up three times. From this particular point, three times the price fell down. Finally, the fourth time, what happened? The bulls didn't give up. The bulls finally pushed the price above the resistance point. That is, we broke the resistance and the price went above the resistance. So think of it like the bull has overpowered the bears, right? The bulls, all the people who wanted to sell, the bulls threw them away and pushed the price up. And this whole phenomenon is called a breakout. Okay, so breakout occurs because of a shift in sentiment and opinion of the people from bearish to bullish. Guys, clear with this concept of breakout? What is happening? The prices, the basically a point where the buyers overpower the sellers at a point of resistance and pushing the price higher. Now, understand trading and trading and markets are all about understanding who is in control here, right? So if you at this point understand, if the price now goes above the resistance, the bulls push it up, who is in control? The bulls or the bears are in control, guys? The buyers or the sellers, who are in control right now, do you think, after breakout happens? Right? Simple logic tells us that the buyers or the bulls are now active and strong. They have shown their strength, right? They have shown their strength and they have pushed the price above the resistance level. So, hence, there was a shift in sentiment and the opinion of the people from bearish to bullish. So, this is just a simple case study. Let's look at an example. Okay, let's look at an example. Okay. Uh, Guys, you guys have not missed out on anything, Rajesh ji. I don't worry. I've just covered the basics part till now. Be with me, and you should be able to understand. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're looking at a chart of Maruti. This is represented by you. You guys are seeing that these white and red candles. We call them candles. Now each of these candles represents 10 minutes. Okay. Each of this candle represents 10 minutes. Okay. Now, how are you fixing the resistance? Very simple, guys. So, do you see any point here where it has gone up multiple times and come down from? can you see a point in the chart where the price has gone up to the same point and come multiple times down? Can you guys name that? What's the number? What's the price of Maruti where there is resistance? We can say that, right? You can see the arrows, right? Same point, say it went up and came down. Same point again. Third time, same point, it came down. That point is 7750. So we can safely say that 7750 is a resistance where the sellers, matlab they're sitting and saying, we are not going to let the price go above it. Clear. Now, what happens the fourth time? Fourth time, finally, the price breaks out. Does it go above 7750, guys? Finally, the buyers push the price up above the demand, overpowers the supply, the prices shoot up. Now, who is in control when a breakout happens? How do we know who's in control when the breakout happens? The buyers are in control. And then the price goes up from 7750 to almost 8050, 300 rupees per share. If you buy 100 shares, that's a simple 30,000 on a breakout trade. Have we understood about the breakout concept, guys? Have you understood the concept of breakout? Simple concept of breakout we've understood. Okay, let's look at one more example for us to be absolutely sure about what we're talking about. So here we're looking at a chart of Gale. All of you know Gale company. You guys have heard the name of company, Gale. Okay. Now again, can you guys look at the chart and tell me where is the resistance point? Where is the point where the sellers are very, very strong? Approximately ek bhi ho gaya to 115, right? So this point here where you can see, right, just by looking at the chart, you can see that this is one point where constantly the price is going and coming down from. Correct? Every time you can see, every time this point is going here, it is coming down, going here, coming down, going here, coming down, right? So this is a point of resistance, right? 3 times, 4 times, 5 times here, right? It does not. But can you see the buyers are not giving up? The price continues to stay near the resistance and the buyers are very adamant. They finally push the price above the resistance here. Like this is called a breakout, this point, right? And then what happens? Do you see a big move from 115 up to 190? Concept of breakout, clear, crystal clear. A quick CC in the chat if we are crystal clear with whatever I have explained till now, basic, stock, demand, supply, bull, bear, resistance, breakout. Okay, clear? Superb, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, amazing. Now, I don't know how many of you here, but I know many of you maybe watching, CNBC, Z Business. How many of you do that? How many of you do that? CNBC dekhte ho, newspaper you guys read, maybe money control website. You see these things, right? Breakout आया, buy कर लो. ITC में आया, तेजी, stock breakout, fresh buy, breakout in Gale. You see news articles like this, solid positive breakout in this 40 stocks. These powerful stocks have given breakout. So all of these you see, right? Huh? And then you follow it and you're like, okay, I have explained you the concept of breakout. You find the news, breakout abaya. And then you are like, now to Mukesh Ambani, who is Mukesh Ambani? I'm the next Mukesh Ambani, right? Guys, so we are done with all the trading concept. We have understood resistance, breakout. Once the price goes above breakout, buy it and you will make money. Are we good to go, guys? Thank you for being with us today. It was an amazing, amazing session. No? No? Okay. See, as much as it seems very simple and very easy, of course, the reality is very different. Okay, guys, the reality is very, very different. Okay. We are not done, guys. We are not done. Please don't leave. Okay. We are just getting started. Okay. So the reality is very, very different. Now, oftentimes, that what looks in front to be very, very lucrative in reality is not that lucrative. So even if it works, like even if you think, okay, it works, but financially it is not lucrative, and I will justify that. Okay. So whatever I'm saying will be backed by data and information. Okay. Now can we go and try testing this theory to find out whether this theory of breakout works or not. Let's go and try this concept. Ki TV mein, newspaper, everywhere you see this breakout concept. If you follow that concept, will it work or not? Let's try. Let's find this out today, right? दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी. Let's do it today. Okay, super. Guys, I will be taking your questions last night. Can we do that? So I know some of you still have questions and doubts. We will do that questions last me. Okay. I don't want to break the flow of it. So please, I apologize. Okay. Please bear with me. Okay. So we decided to do something called back testing. Okay. Now I want to talk about back testing because some of you are maybe hearing this word back testing for the first time. Okay. You guys may be hearing the word back testing for the first time. Uh, the name back test. Okay. You are going back in time and testing something. You guys have heard Rahul talk about back testing yesterday? You guys are no, right? So think of a strategy, right, which gives you buy and sell signals. Wouldn't you want to go back in time to see whether that strategy, how is the performance of the strategy for you to be able to trust to put your money in that strategy? Yes or no? Right? I know there's some doctors with us here today. Doctors, if a patient comes to you, would you not want their past medical records for you to have a better understanding of what is going with them? Right? So, similarly, back testing gives us a fair idea about what is going on and if there's something to work with. Okay, so we are going to be back testing this breakout theory. Okay, let's go back in time in history and find out if this breakout theory is possible or not. And we will be testing this theory on five Nifty 500 stocks. Okay. Uh, okay. All of you, how many of you have heard of Nifty 50? Heard of Nifty 50? If you're not heard of, you can write no also. Many of you have heard of Nifty 50? Yes. Nifty 50, सबने सुना है. Yes, 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 yes. Super. चलो. Nifty 50 is an index which is basically made up with the top 50 stocks in our country, the largest 50 stocks by market cap. Okay, the largest 50 stocks in our country, जो है, that makes the Nifty 50. Okay, yes, Rahul talked about it. Yes, super. Okay, now if I take Nifty 500, that means what, guys? The top 500 companies, the top 500 largest companies in our country. Correct. So that's what we're doing. Now we have total 2,600 stocks. Okay. Out of that, majority of the stocks are like not good stocks, right? It's like of companies which are like, some of them are like, scam companies, small penny stocks, like kachara stocks, we call them, right? So we don't want to be testing our theory on those stocks which are not good stocks. Okay. So we want to be testing it on the top 500 stocks. We are clear with this. Nifty 500 means the top 500 companies in our country. That's what Nifty 500 means. Super. Now we will be testing it over 7 years period. Okay. So we'll be testing it over 7 years. Testing whether this theory, how it has performed over 7 years. Okay. Now let's come to the theory of the breakout. How are we going to do it and the time frame? So we are trading in Nifty 500. Nifty 500. We are taking a time period between 2015 and 2023. Now, you guys will ask me, Pratik, why aren't we taking 24, 25, right? Why are we taking latest data? Two reasons. One, recency bias. We already know what has happened in the markets in recent time. Testing it in recent time doesn't make sense. Another point, when we are testing for 2015 to 2023, we have seen various things happen. We have seen demonetization, we have seen COVID, we have seen brand wars, we have seen a lot of other things happen in between. Brexit, this, that, a lot of things happened, right? Trump won, yes. So a lot of things happened between 2015 and 2023. Trump, first term of Trump also being one of them, right? So hence we are testing that pointer, guys. 7 years from 2015 to 2023 Jan. Are we clear? 7 years we are testing for that. Okay. Okay. Now, what is our entry rule? Matlab, when do we decide to buy? Okay. We decide to buy very simple. The stock close is greater than the highest high of the last 125 days. How many of you understood this? Very simple concept. Very good. Let's go to the next part. No, bouncer. That was a bouncer, Pratik. Okay. Okay. Let me first break it down. This number, Pratik, ये 125 कहाँ से आया? Pratik, you are literally asking the questions that we wanted to ask, right? So 125 days. Let me break it down. Okay. How many days do we have in a year? In a year, how many days do we have? 365 days. Super. Out of that, Saturdays and Sundays markets are closed, right? Markets are closed on Saturday, Sundays, right? So if we remove Saturday, Sundays, and holidays also in India, how many holidays do we have, right? So many festivals, so many holidays. So can we say we have about 250 trading days? Around 250 trading days we have in a year, right? 250 days when the markets are open. If 1 year means 250 trading days, 125 means what? 125 means 6 months or half a year, correct? Now, stock close is greater than the highest high of the last 125 days. Okay, so look at this part very, very carefully. Okay, so think of this blue line as the stock. Okay, any one of the Nifty 500 stocks that we're talking about, think of it as here. Now, the price in the and think of from here to here is 6 months. Okay, this is a 6 month price. You look at think of it. You're watching the stock for the last 6 months. Okay. Now, what is the highest price in the last 6 months? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Where is the highest price in the last 6 months, guys? Can I say this is the highest price in the last 6 months? The highest point that the stock has reached. The purple line, can I say that? It is the highest point the stock has reached in the last 6 months. Correct. Okay. Now assume this stock price is this look. Imagine this point is called as 100. This is 100 rupees. Okay. The stock price at this point is 100. So the last 6 month high is 100. We are saying we will buy only if the stock price goes above the highest price in the last 6 months. Are you understood now where we are entering? If the price goes above 100 on any particular day, only then we will be buying. So, hence the logic, the entry rule is we will buy only when the stock goes above the highest price high of the last 125 days. Can I get a clear in the chat? Can I get a clear in the chat? Right. So we have assumed that the highest price the stock went in the last 6 months is the resistance. And when the price is going above that, it means it's a breakout. Okay. The highest price the stock has touched in the last 6 months is a resistance. And when it has gone above, it is called a breakout. Clear. Now, when we have bought it, we will also have to sell it. Our entry is clear. We'll also have to sell it. Correct. That means our selling rule also is very simple. We will be holding for 5 trading days and exit on the close of the fifth day. What does it mean? Very simple. Once we are buying, for example, if today we have bought a stock which has gone up above, we will hold it for the next 5 days. Matlab, if today is Friday, Saturday, Sunday markets are closed, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We will hold for 5 days and we will sell it next Friday, 1 week. Why only 5 days? We are holding for 1 week. Now, why 1 week? Guys, tell me something. If a stock has broken out, if a stock is breakout, right, that means the buyers are strong. If the buyers are strong, shouldn't the price go up in the next 5 days minimum at least if the buyers are really strong? Right? If the buyers are not strong, then the price will go down. But if a stock is really strong, then the price should go up, right? The buyer should not wait for, be like, okay, okay, we have broken the resistance and we will wait, we'll take some rest. No, right? If the breakout has happened and the stock is good, it should go above and go in the next 5 days. Okay, so are we clear with these 2 points, guys? Are we clear with these 2 points? Are we clear? Entry rule, exit rule, super clear? Okay. Now, do you want to find out how this strategy performed in the last 7 years from 2015 to 2023? Ki, Pratik, does this strategy make money or not? Like any stock which goes above the 6 month high of Nifty 500, I will buy. I will sell after 5 days, whatever happens. Okay. So let's look at this point. Okay. Let's look at this point. Okay. So let me explain what we are seeing here, then I'll go to it. Okay. So you see two lines here. You see two lines here. One is the black line, one is the orange line. Okay. Think of the black line as putting your money in a mutual fund, index mutual fund, large cap mutual fund. All of you, think of putting your money in a large cap mutual fund. How much return you will get? 12 to 13, 12% around on average over 5, 7, 10 years. All of you who have been putting money in the long run, okay, some years you get 20%. Don't think that every year it's going to be like this. Around 12%, let's take it. Okay. If it's very good thing, then 14, but 12%. Okay. Now, we are basically comparing this strategy with our mutual fund. So let's say I put 100 rupees in the mutual fund and I put 100 rupees in this strategy. After 7 years, my 100 rupees in mutual fund becomes 211, and my 100 rupees in this breakout strategy becomes 285. Now you will say, wow, Pratik, this is amazing. Very good. It is giving 14% returns. Very good. How many of you are happy that, oh, yes, this strategy is working? It is giving returns from 100 rupees to 285. Outstanding. Very happy. It is giving a compounded return of 14%. Yes, perfect. Happy, encouraging. Okay. Some people are saying not happy, not worth it. Okay, great. Okay. Now, this is where a lot of people get trapped. Okay. A lot of people get trapped in this number of 14%. But they forget two new things here: the number of trades and the max drawdown. Let me explain what this two means. Okay. Number of trades means the number of times you have bought and sold in the last, let's say, 7 years. So, can you see in the last 7 years, you have traded 10,417 trades? Now, every time you buy and sell, right? You pay brokerage, government takes STT. We have increased the STT now. Government takes cess, this GST, that GST. So you are paying money to the broker and the government. Every time you're buying or selling, whether you make money or not, government doesn't care. You guys know about this, right? I hope. Regardless whether your trade is profitable, whether you have made money in that stock or not, you will pay a tax. One is brokerage, then you pay STT, then you pay stamp duty, then you pay GST. So all of these taxes come. Now, can you understand that when the number of trades is very large, your taxes and brokerage also going to be high? That number is also going to be high. Now, that's a cost of trading, right? That's the cost you're paying to trade. Now, when you are paying that cost and you are getting 14%, now imagine now subtracting the cost from here. When you subtract the cost of 10,417 trades, this 14% will look like 4 5% yearly. 4 5% yearly returns. Now, do you think it makes sense? Very good strategy, Pratik. Very good strategy, Pratik. If 4 5% I had to make per year, then I would put my money in fixed deposit. I would be at least not making the broker and the government rich. I will be sleeping peacefully. I don't have to do all this jhamela. Maximum, I'll put my money in mutual fund. Yes or no, everyone? Some people are very sad. How many of you are sad suddenly? कि क्या बोल दिया प्रतीक? I was quite happy to see this, and suddenly you have burst my bubble, right? I'm sensing the sadness in the chat right now, right? But this is a fact. So think of it, right? For 7 years, you have lost your sleep at night. You have put your money at risk. And who has become rich at the end of the 7 years? Who has become rich? The government and the broker. The government and your broker have become rich. No, no one else. So hence, this is something that we have to watch out for. The next thing is this max drawdown. Okay, so let me explain the concept of max drawdown. Okay, let me explain the concept of max drawdown. What is max drawdown? Okay, let's take an example. Okay, so you guys, let's imagine that you are you you have a bottle, a jar of cookies, biscuits, cookies. Now you have 10 cookies in the jar. You have some guests coming, so before that you buy one more packet and you put 10 more cookies in that jar. How many total cookies are there in the jar? There was 10. You put 10 more. There are 20 cookies now. Okay, there are 20 cookies in the jar. Now your guests have come. Your guests have come from and they have had chai, biscuit. दिए हैं आप उनको cookies. Now after that, after they leave, you find from 20 it has become 10 cookies in your jar. That means from 20 to 10, how much percent has it come down? From 20 to 10, how much percent has it come down? It has come down by 50%. Pehle it was 20, now it is 10. This is exactly what drawdown means, right? So, for example, if your money, if you have invested 100 rupees, your 100 rupees goes up to 200 rupees and then comes back to 100 rupees, that's a 50% drawdown. So, here, can you see can you imagine you have, let's say you put 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees becomes 2 lakh rupees and then becomes 1 lakh rupees. Will you be able to sleep at night properly? Will you be very happy with it? That इतना ऊपर जाके फिर से नीचे आ गया? No, right? So you essentially want your drawdown to be very less. This is too big a drawdown. Pratik, you are dropping too many truth bombs. I was sad. Now I am just this, I'm just, क्या बोलते हैं, going to cry, right? So I'm seeing now the depressed people. Guys, don't be disheartened. Okay. The idea is for me to show you a mirror about a lot of people will show you breakout and say, look, 14% return, very good. But what they will miss out in this cost that you're giving away by trading so often and the drawdown. Now, to make this strategy better, what do we have to do, guys? Very simple. Three things we have to do. We have to reduce the number of trades. Agree or disagree? We have to reduce the number of trades. Agree or disagree? Agree. Perfect. We want to increase the returns. Agree or disagree? Agree. We want to reduce the drawdown. We want this number to go down. Agree? Correct? So this should go down, return should go up, and drawdown should come down. Okay, so that's how we want to build some strategy on. Now, before we do that, the question is, Pratik, how? You have given so many problems. You have made trading look like it's the end of the world. It's completely useless. Please give me some good news, right? There is good news. Now, the good news is to find out what do the professionals do that is different from the retailers. Right. So if there are professionals who are doing this for a living, they must be doing something that you are not doing. And how can we follow them and understand what they're doing? Now, they understand a concept called probability. Okay. How many of you have, in your maths or stats 11, 12, remember this term probability? Suna hai kabhi kabhi. Majority of you have heard the term probability, right? But the probability is the chances of something happening. Okay. Now, very simple. If I take a simple coin and I toss a coin, what's the probability of heads and what's the probability of tails, guys? 50-50. There's a 50% chance it will be heads and the 50% chance it will be tails. Okay, so that is simple probability. Now, if I look at my stock, okay, let's say I get a monkey, okay, okay, I get a monkey. All of you, some of you don't know any trading, okay. Let's say some one morning you get up and you just close your eyes, open a stock, and you have two options: buy or sell. You have two options: buy or sell. You don't know anything, okay. Company ka naam nahi pata, nothing you know, okay. What is the probability that you may be right? Actually, think of it. What can the stock do? Stock can either go up or stock can go down, right? If I look at it very simply, but very logically, it can either go up or it can go down. So there's a very 50-50 chance. If you don't know anything about the markets, you don't care about it, 50% chance it will go up, 50% chance it will come down. Now the professionals understand this concept very well, because to them, they think if there is a 50-50% chance, there must be a way for me to increase the probability of my returns. If I can take this probability, understand, right? If, for example, if you find in a way that the probability of making money, if you buy is 60%, and the probability of making money if you sell is 40%, you will buy, right? Because the probabilities are in your sides. The probability is in your side, right? So think of it like that, right? So if, for example, you toss a coin, 50-50 chance of heads or tails. But if you learn a trick that you toss the coin in a certain way, that the probability of getting heads is higher. People try different tricks of tossing the coin. Can we think of that? So do something to increase your probability of winning. That's what the professionals do, okay? And they do that by understanding a concept called layering. Okay, layering क्या होता है कि how can I add certain things to my strategy to make it to increase the probability of it, right? Because to get that, now think of it. I always like to use the example of a pizza. All of you know pizza. You have a base. What you put on the top of the pizza? The sauce. On top of that, maybe you put cheese. On top of that, maybe you put one more topping. Now, if the bread and the cheese, if you only put bread and sauce, does it make a good pizza? No, right? Now, by adding those ingredients which fit together, you are making the pizza eatable. So, similarly, by adding certain things, by layering your strategy in a way, you are improving the returns for that strategy from maybe 50% to 60 or 70 to increase the accuracy of that. Are we clear with this concept of layering and probabilities, guys? So then once you've understood it, then we'll go into applying this together. Okay, super, understood. Chalo, let's apply it then. So we know our past, we have done the breakout strategy. We have done the breakout strategy. Now we are going to add a layer on it. So think of the first breakout, 125 days breakout that we have tested as the base of the pizza. Okay. Now we are adding the next layer, and that is to improve our probabilities. We are adding a layer called volumes. That means when the price is going up, right? If there are more people buying, interested in that stock, wouldn't you be more think that yes, this is a good matlab, let's say when a mutual fund, LIC, HDFC mutual fund, when they buy a stock, do they buy 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees worth of shares? No, right? They will buy 5 crore, 10 crore, 15 crores, 20 crores, right? So they will buy in large quantities, right? When they buy in large quantities, that means, wouldn't you, as a buyer, if a breakout happens and you see that more people are interested in that stock, wouldn't you be more confident that the bulls are stronger? Wouldn't you be more confident that there is some big person who's buying, they're pushing the price? If there's a big buying with volume happening, a lot of people are entering, that means that the chances of it going up is higher. You're not alone in this, right? So volume tells us the strength of the move. Volume tells us the strength of the move, right? So when you are looking at volume, you want the price move to be with a high volume. Okay. So let's look at the next part. Okay. So let's look at the next part. Okay. Uh, so we are how to understand volume. Don't worry about it. Just understand the concept. Practicality हम दिखाएंगे आपको. My main point is to show you the agenda of layering. ठीक है. Main point is not to become a master in volume, but for you to understand the thing. Okay. All right. What is volume? Okay. Let me show you something. Okay. So let's say I'm looking at Reliance. Okay. Can you guys see my chart here? Can you guys see my chart here? Yeah. Can you guys see this bars here? This bars, histograms, I can call it, right? Histograms. Can you see some histograms are small, some histograms are big, right? Some histograms are small, some histograms are big. Okay. Okay. Red means that the sellers are active. Green means that the buyers are active. Okay. Green means that the buyers are active. Now, can you see here in this one, when the price went above the resistance, do you see that there is a big green candle here? There's a big green bar here. Can you see that? Right? So the price has gone up and there is a big bar. That is what I mean by high volume. So when the buying happens, there should be with higher volume because that gives us an idea that the lot of people are participating. Now, are we clear with volume, guys? Are we clear with volume? Same thing, can you see here? This buyers and big green bar here. That means what? The buyers are strong and hence they're pushing the price higher. This is telling us that how many people are interested in it. Okay? Super. All right. So can we now come back to this part? Okay, let's come back to the theory. So what was our first concept? That the stock close should be greater than the highest high of the last 125 days. Okay, everyone, first logic, everyone is clear with now. The price should be above the 6-month high, only then we will be buying. That's the first rule of entry. Now we're adding a second layer. Okay, now we're adding a second layer. What is the second layer? The volume, right? Today's volume should be greater than twice the average volume of the last 125 days. फिर से bouncer? फिर से bouncer या फिर understood? Understood bouncer? Okay, let's hit the bouncer for a 6, okay, this time. Okay, let me explain this, okay? Okay. So, guys, number one point, everyone is clear, right? Number one point, we are buying when the price goes above the 6-month high. First condition, first layer, the base layer, breakout layer. We are very clear with that. The second layer is also very simple. Okay. Second layer is very simple. Okay. Now we are taking the average volume of the last 6 months. Okay. Now why are we looking at average volume? Very simple, guys. Think of it like this. Okay. Let's say you are in an office. In your office, there are 10 people. Okay. You want to find out whether you are tall or whether you are short. You want to find out whether you're tall or whether you're short. The best way to find out is what? You take the average height of the office. How do you take the average height of the office? You take the height of each person, add it up, and divide it by 10. Right? You take the height of each person, add it up, and divide it by 10. You will get the average height of the entire office. Are we very clear with this? I hope there's no confusion here. Simple, basic, average kar rahe hum. We're taking the average height in your office. Let's say the average height in your office is 5 foot 6 inches. 5 foot 6 is the average height in your office. If your height is 5'8", are you tall or short? If the average height is 5'6" and you are 5'8", will you tell I'm tall or short? You will say you're tall. Very simple. If your height is 5'2", then you will say I'm short. Understood? So we are using the concept of average to compare, to find comparison. So similarly here, we are taking the average volume of each day for the last 6 months. This green bars you can see here, histograms you can see. Think of it like each day, these are the volume, the how many shares have been traded. This is what this represents. And this white line represents the average of the last 6 months. Okay, you take the average volume of the last 6 months. Now, what you we are telling is that today's volume should be double the average volume. So if the average volume is 1,000, today's volume should be 2,000 or more. Understood, everyone? Today's volume should be double the average volume of the last 6 months. Can I get a yes? Clear? Understood? Now, do not go to Pratik. How can we find the volume? How can we do it? उसमें मत जाते हैं. For example, if you want to go into that, then today's session is not about how to do it. My point is to explain to you the concept of layering here. Okay, so for a second, can we ignore the how to do it? Concept समझिए. We want today's volume to be twice or more, double than the average volume of the last 6 months. So look at this picture, right? Look at this image here, right? If this white line represents the average volume of the last 6 months, today is double of that. Okay, today is double of that. Okay, so this is our second condition. Are we clear? Can I get us clear in the chat? First condition, stock closes above the 6 month high. Second condition is volume to be greater than twice the average volume of the last 6 months or 125 days. The exit condition is same. We are not changing the exit condition. We are holding for 5 days. So looking at this picture, I hope it is very clear. Can we now look at, by adding this second layer, what was our results for the test? How was the performance? Can we go and look at it? What changed in the performance by adding this layer of volume into our uh, condition? Hmm? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so now we are looking at 3 points here. This gray black line is same. 100 rupees becomes 211. Think of it like the mutual fund. The first was 14% CAGR. We are looking at it. 100 becomes 285. This blue represents the volume. Okay. So same time we have put 100 rupees in a strategy with which have taken breakout plus volume. Your 100 rupees becomes 421. But you know the interesting part? That is a 19.74% return each year. But do you see that the number of trades have gone down from 10,000 to 6,600? Yes. The returns have gone up. Can we see that from 14% to 19.74%? And can we also see that the drawdown has gone down from 46 to 40%? Have we been able to make our blind breakout strategy better by adding a layer? Yes or no? Simple question. By adding a simple layer of volume, we have been able to make our strategy better. Does this prove one point that you don't simple blind breakout doesn't work? Just simply buying if there's a breakout does not work. Correct? Now, are you guys happy with this or we can make it better? I think we can make it better. Right? I think we can make it better. Okay? और एक प्रतीक और एक करते हैं. ठीक है? Okay. So let us add the third layer, And this is called RSI should be low so that there is room for price to go up immediately. Now, before you ask Pratik, RSI kya hai? RSI kaise hai? Let me show you in a chart. Okay. Let me first take you guys to 50. Okay. You guys can see my screen. Okay. So I just talked about something called, let me type it out, RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index. Okay. That's the full form of RSI. It is means Relative Strength Index. Okay. Now, it's an indicator which tells us the strength of the move. Let me not make you guys a PhD in RSI, but let me explain to you what RSI essentially will tell us. Okay. So we are looking at RSI here. I will for a second. Yeah. Give me a moment. Can you guys see this or do I make it darker? Make it darker. Wait. Okay. You guys can see this purple line now? Can you guys see this purple line? Yeah. Okay. Super. So, so what we are seeing first, RSI, okay, is a something that oscillates up and down. Okay. You guys have seen a pendulum, right? You guys know what a pendulum is? It moves between 2 points. Okay. So RSI also moves between 2 points. One is 0 and one is 100. The maximum it can go up is 100. The minimum it can go down is 0. That's what RSI means. Now, can you see in this shaded part, we have the shaded part near 70 and near 30 around. Can you guys see that? Near 70 is the shaded part and near 30 is the shaded part. The upper boundary is 70, the lower boundary is 30. So RSI upper boundary is equal to 70, lower boundary is equal to 30. Guys, are we clear? Okay. ठीक है? Super. Now, what it tells us that think of RSI basically represents a very simple thing. Would you want to buy something which has already gone up, guys? Would you want to buy something which has already gone up before you bought? No, right? You want something to go up after you buy it, not before. If it has already gone up before, buying it is not a smart thing to do because it has already gone up. So RSI helps us understand that. Okay. So what it basically tells us is that if RSI is greater than 70, if RSI goes, this purple line goes above 70, then it is overbought. Means it has gone up too much. It has gone up too much. Okay. Very simple, guys. If it has gone above 70. Now, it's very simple. If I look at this, for example, so think of it like this. I will just do a quick little game with you for you to understand. Okay. So what is the value of RSI right now? Is it 58? Can we see it's 58? It is 58. Yes. So see, as the stock price goes up, the RSI value goes up. But if it is near or above 70, is it above 70? Yes or no? 71.8. Do you want to buy around here when the RSI is above 70? It has already gone up, right? So not a smart thing to buy when the RSI is above 70 because if it is already overbought, then there's a very high chance that it can come down from there. Are we clear with this concept of overbought? That you don't want to buy. So you saw that RSI went above 70 and then the price came down from there. So you don't want to buy it above 70. Clear? Understood this third rule? Okay. So same thing, we are not changing anything with the universe. The first rule is very clear. We have the first rule, which is stock above the 6-month high. Second is volume greater than twice the average volume. And RSI should be less than 70. Are we clear with all of these rules, guys? Three rules we have put. The first is a simple breakout above 6 month high. The second is the volume should be twice the average volume. And the third is RSI should be less than 70. Exit strategy is same. Okay. All right. Okay. Can we now find out what were the results? What were the results of it? Okay. Okay. I think people are stuck. Again, RSI 40 कहाँ से आया? RSI का formula क्या है? Do you want me to explain the formula of RSI to you guys? ठीक है, वो किसी और दिन के लिए रखते हैं हम. I will be more than happy to do an entire derivation of RSI formula, guys. For now, concept समझो. Okay, just understand the concept of it. ठीक है, super. All right. So let's look at the results of it. Let's look at the results of it. Okay. So now do you see that this black line is mutual fund? This orange line represents simple breakout. This blue line represents the with volume, and this green line represents when we put RSI. Can you see your 100 rupees becomes how much? When you add all the three layers of breakout plus volume plus RSI, your 100 rupees in the same time becomes 1013. But not only that, do you see that the number of trades have also gone down by 90%? Like from 10,000 to 1,400, from 10,400 to 1,400, right? So now are you paying less taxes, less thing to the government? Yes or no? Whilst are you making better returns from 14% to 33%, while also reducing the drawdown? How many of you are amazed by how we have added very little things to make this elevate this strategy, right? Because suddenly, when you eat just the batter, just when you just have the base of the pizza, it's not that good. But when you put the sauce and then you put cheese, it becomes something that you can eat, right? So this is how you add the concept of layer to be able to make your strategies better, right? Now the point. How many of you now want Pratik और एक layer add करते हैं? Let's try one more layer. Okay, I think we should stop here, guys, because see, as soon as you then go, iske upar you'll put pineapple, you'll put mushrooms, you'll put this, you'll put that, then it will become a khichdi. It will not be a pizza anymore. Okay, so you also have to learn how much is enough. Okay, because you can't optimize it to the best. Okay, so for now, this is good enough because if you can consistently, even if you can consistently do this without chasing return. Ki like Pratik 33%, 30, I want to make it 60%. Why can't I make it 100%, Pratik? I want to double my money every year. Right? I am telling, do you want to see how consistency beats unrealistic returns? Ki if I have something like a 30% annualized return, instead of chasing 100% double money karenge, and if I do it consistently over the long period, do you guys want to see the results for it? Because consistency beats high returns over any day. High returns are not sustainable. So look at this, right? So 100 rupees consistently in 7 years becomes 1018. But if you consistently have a strategy which you're able to generate 30% a year, then your returns at the end of 30, 40 years is 61 lakhs. So if someone tells you 100 rupees becomes 61 lakhs, you will thappad doge, right? Now, this is the point that I'm trying to explain. Can I get a consistency in the chat? Consistency, compounding, over doing something, every day, every week is what is going to be the goal for financial freedom. Not, betting ki, matlab, I have 1,000 rupees, I want to become crorepati tomorrow. It's not going to happen. Are we clear with this, guys? Okay, consistency is the key for it. Okay, so instead of what I was showing you for the breakout, now we can say, right, Pratik, this is mind opening. I have understood a certain concept of layering and a certain concept which is giving me a big clarity. Yes, absolutely. Chant pe apan, this is great. Okay, definitely. It's a bit of a joke, okay? Okay. So I just want to, I have been actually talking about something called the peak framework already without introducing it to you guys. But let me do it, unveil it to you, this framework that we have built, right? Because each of these word of PEAK represents something. Okay. Now I want you to remember this and please make a note of it. Okay. So whatever I talked, explained to you right now, that is using technicals like a pro. Okay. The idea is very simple. When something comes to you, you go and take it. Okay. I will come back to this point. Okay. I will actually, let's stop. I don't want to expand on this point. I'll come back to this point a little later. But I basically have been able to show you how you can use technical concepts. In this case, we have used 6-month high breakout, volume, and RSI to increase your probabilities, right? What are the clear cut prerequisite of being a trader? Have I been able to show you the difference between knowledge and information versus wisdom and application? A lot of people know about breakout, a lot of people know about volume, a lot of people know about RSI. But the ability to combine them together needs wisdom and not information and knowledge. And hence, when I said self learning concept, you can learn about volume, you can learn about RSI, you can learn about breakout. But the ability to know when to use what is wisdom and application. How many of you agree to this? I'm going back to the first question when I asked you before. Have I been able to prove it to you? That is a very key important part. Okay, how you may have all the items to make the pizza, but which to put what, that is very important. Okay, super. What makes a professional win consistently, and how are they different from a common man or a retailer? So this part we have understood. Now, I know a lot of people have asked, a lot of questions. Pratik, this is great, but how do I find these stocks? How many of you have that question? How do I know that the breakout has happened in a stock, that the parameters are fulfilled? How will I find this? Do I have some kind of a magic wand? Like, am I supposed to go through 2,600 stocks one by one? Do you think it is possible? Come back from your office, switch on your computer, and go through 2,600 stocks to find out which stocks have broken, which has gone, RSI is less. Impossible, right? Impossible, right? So for that, we have to exclude the noise. We have to exclude the noise. We have to build something called scanners for ourselves. Okay, we have to build something called scanners. Now these scanners are like, have you, how many of you guys have seen like a lion hunting, or how many of you have seen a sniper? You guys know snipers, like the special forces snipers? Do you know that snipers, they be in one position for like days for one kill? They take one shot, one kill, right? Every bullet is important. Every shot has to be one kill. They don't just fire blindly. They don't move from one place to other. They sit in one place and wait for the enemy to come to them. Yes or no? Similarly, we have to be in trading. We have to wait for the stock to come to us when before we pull the trigger of buying the stock. Can we all agree that that's the agenda from today? That we are not going to simply become the, ducks or the bakras walking around looking for hunt, because majority of the people are going and smelling everywhere to hunt. Think of yourself as a sniper waiting, one shot, one kill. I will only take trades which come to me. I'm not going to look at 2,600 stock. I'm going to only be trading in the stocks which are coming in my filter. Okay, so for that, we will be building a scanner, and of course, we call it the Richie Rich scanner. We'll be using a platform called Charting. Uh, you guys, Rahul gave you guys a glimpse of it yesterday. So, can we do this? I will be showing you how I have done it, and you guys don't have to do it with me, by the way. You don't have to do it with me. Uh, I will give you guys a step by step document of how I have built the scanner. Not only that, I will be also giving you guys the scanner. So you just watch right now. Okay? So don't worry. This scanner that I'm building, I will be giving this to you guys in today by the end of the day. And I'm also going to build it alongside you. Don't have to do it with me, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't get caught up in the building part because we are going to give you both. Can we use in real? Absolutely. I'm showing you something absolutely that I'm going to build in front of you. Okay. Okay. So for this, we'll be using a platform called chartinc.com. Okay. Chartinc.com is the platform that we'll be using. If you want to make an account there, you can create a free account here. I'm just going to log into my account and let's go from there. Okay. So I will be creating a scan for myself. Okay. Okay, charting today decides that. Okay, yeah. Today technology doesn't seem to be in our side. Zoom first and now this. Okay, chalo. Um, okay, let me do this. Okay, so just pay attention to the screen. Don't worry about Pratik. ये कैसे मतलब I मतलब you don't have to do it alongside me. That's the point. Okay, okay. ठीक है. So what was our first thing? We were going to find stocks in the Nifty 500, guys. We are wanting to find stocks in Nifty 50, Nifty 200, Nifty 500. Everyone remember? So this is, we want all these filters that we are going to build to be in our Nifty 500 stocks. Okay. Now the first condition is a breakout condition. That is the stock should go above the 6-month high or 125 days high, right? The maximum price of the last 125 days, my stock should go above that. That's the first condition. So let's build it. So very simple. I want my close to be greater than the maximum value high. I want it to be the high of 125 days. Are you with me or are you lost? Are you with me or are you lost? Are you there? Okay. And let me just do it and then I'll explain it to you better. Okay, let me just explain it to you. Okay. So what I have built here essentially is that I want the daily close, today's close, to be greater than the maximum high of the last 125 days. Okay. Again, you don't have to worry about, you want to zoom the screen? Okay, let me just zoom it. Can you guys see it better now? Can you guys see it better now? Okay. So for those who may be confused, again, don't worry, you don't have to do it alongside me. You will get the scanner for you. Okay. Click on the explain button and let's see if we are correct or not. Okay, so you see explain button, it will explain this logic to us. Okay. The filter checks if the current closing price of the stock is greater than the highest daily price recorded over the last 125 days. Is our condition, reason, logic correct? That means that is what we want. Now, very simple. We have 500 stocks. Out of 500 stocks, if we want to find out how many stocks today, on Friday today, have fulfilled this condition, we will click on run scan and we will see how many stocks can you see here, guys? How many stocks can you see here? 5 stocks. Can you see from 500 we have 5 stocks? How amazing is that? These 5 stocks have, basically satisfied the condition of 6-month high price breakout. First, Steel Authority, Jindal Steel, Torrent Power, APL Apollo Tubes, FSN, Nika, right? So all of these stocks have been able to have broken the 6-month high. Condition one clear, guys. We have two more conditions left, right? We want these stocks. Now, these stocks, the next condition is what? That my volume should be twice the average volume of the last 125 days. My volume should be twice the average volume. Yes. So let's now go to this condition. I want volume, daily volume should be greater than, excuse me, SMA. SMA means moving average. Okay. The daily volume of the last 125 days, and we will make this 1 day ago. Have you understood this concept? We can click on explain to show us what this logic basically explained us. So the daily volume of the stock must be greater than the average daily volume over the last 125 days. Have we missed out on anything? Correct. Nihitji says correct. We have missed out that it should be twice, right? Now we will simply say we will multiply it number 2. The daily volume should be greater than twice the average volume. Are we now clear? Now, if we click on explain, we will see that it is coming to that. Okay. So here you can see, for example, if, for example, 100 crores is if the average volume is 100 crores, the current daily volume should exceed 200 crores to meet this condition, double. Are we clear with the second condition now? Yes. Can we run this and see from 5 stocks how many stocks we get now, which satisfies both the first condition and the second condition? So we'll run this scan. How many stocks do we see here, guys? We see 2 stocks which satisfy this condition. How cool is that? Suddenly we have come down from 500 to 5 to now only 2 stocks which satisfies both this condition. Paisa bach gaya, right? Now what is the third condition, guys? What is the third condition? RSI should be less than 70. RSI value should be less than 70. So very simple. This is very simple. RSI should be less than number 70. Correct. For those who have a question, RSI 14, don't change it. This is a default setting for RSI. I'm not explaining why it is 14, guys, but the default setting, don't change it. Okay. So RSI 14 less than number 70. Okay. Super. Are we done? Can we now run this and see what is going to happen here? Yes. How many stocks are there, guys, today? Zero. Zero. Does it mean, Pratik, I will not buy anything today? Yes. Does it mean that I will not buy anything? Yes. Remember, I talked to you about the sniper? Remember, I talked to you about the sniper? You only take high probability trades. You do not put your mouth into everything that comes in front of you. This is what you decide when to shoot only when you are sure that you're going to hit it. Understood, guys? If today there is nothing, there is nothing. I'm glad that today we have an example where there is nothing. Okay. But if you have, usually if you have a stock, now for example, if the entire stock market is going down, entire stock market is going down, does it make sense to buy stocks right now? Does it make sense to buy stocks right now? No. If you are following a system, you have to follow the system to the T. Guys, are we very, very clear with this? How long will it take you now for you to be able to have this? You don't even have to make this every day. You can just save when I'll give you the link for this. Every day, you just have to come and find the, out of 500 stocks, find those stocks which have been able to do it. Guys, this is fabulous. Makes your life very simple. How long does it take you? 3, 4, 5 minutes for you to be able to do this. And this is where we are going towards. Okay, so this is what we are going towards. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, so this is the breakout logic. I am also going to share with you today another point for those to find stocks which are going down. So here we have used our concept to find stocks which are going up. I will also be giving you a scanner through which you can scan for stocks which are going down. How many of you are happy? Not only for stocks which are breaking out, for example, I showed you, explained to you, but we'll be giving you two scanners to identify stocks which are going down also. Okay, super, done. Okay, okay. Now, this is done. I have a lot of people who ask me, Ki Pratik, I want to trade in options, but I don't know how to trade in options. I find it very, very difficult. I find it very, very confusing. How many of you have tried trading in options? Yes, yes, me. How many of you have no idea about options? मतलब प्रतीक options क्या होता है? Options means choices. No, no idea. So for people who don't have any idea, for the next 5 minutes, maybe you can drink water. Can I quickly show the people who are interested a quick options buying strategy using the same filters that we are doing? For people who want to trade in shares, they can do the same thing also. Okay. If you don't want to trade in options, you can do the same thing. Okay. So here also we will be using charting. I'm just going to explain to you how we are going to filter. Okay. So same first thing, we want to find stocks which have futures or options in them. Not all stocks have futures options. Around 180, 190 stocks have futures and options. So I want to find those stocks. Okay. Then this strategy is all about RSI. Matlab, I want RSI to be greater than 58, but I also want RSI to be less than 65. Understood, guys? I want RSI to be above 58 but less than 65 in the hourly time. So let me just quickly show you guys something. So let's say this is RSI. Okay. Can you all see this purple line is RSI? Okay. So think of this as 58 में एक यहाँ पे alt 58, yeah, alt. Okay, 58 and 65. Okay, so let's say the price is between here somewhere. Okay, so the price is between, the price is here. Right, I'm saying that I want it to go above 58. That means the stock is putting strength, but I don't want it to go above 65. That is my logic. I want it to be somewhere in between 58 and 65. Are we clear, guys? We want the RSI to be above 58 but below 65. Simple rule. Okay, now when we have these conditions, when these conditions are met, we will be buying. We can buy the shares of that company, or we can buy the at the money options. For those who don't know what options are, don't worry about it. Okay, so let's say I'm going to show you an example, but don't worry. So our target is when RSI goes above 75, our stop loss is when RSI goes below 40. Very simple. When our target reaches, we will sell the option or sell the shares. Let's look at an example so that you can find a better understanding of it. Okay. Okay. So you guys can see this part right now. You guys can see the screen. So I'm showing you what is the RSI right now, guys. 59. Is it above 58 and less than 65? Has our buy filters met here? Our condition is clear. RSI is above 58 and less than 65. When this happens, we can, what is the price of Canara Bank? What is the price of Canara Bank share? 128 rupees. 128 rupees. Okay. 128. So we can buy the shares of it at 128 rupees. Right. And what is our, if you want to buy an option, we will buy the 128 call option at 4.9 rupees. Okay. This is the 4.9 rupees option that we are buying. We will sell when RSI goes to 75. Has the RSI gone to 75 here? 75.87. We had bought here. RSI has gone to 75. We will sell our stock. Target has been achieved. Where would we book our loss if RSI fell below 40? So we are buying when it's above 58 and below 65, and target is 75 and stop loss is 40. Okay. So if you had bought at 128, what is the current price of Canara Bank right now? 138. That's a 10% move almost. That's almost a 10% move. So you would buy it here and then you would sell it here because target has been achieved. And if you were trading in the call option, the 4.9 call option was selling at 11.3. So if I do a quick calculation, by investing 33,000 rupees and by selling it at 11.3, I made a neat profit of 43,000 rupees, which is more than 100%. How cool is it that we have only used RSI innovatively? Isn't it pretty neat that only RSI we have put? RSI above 58, below 65, we are buying. We will book our stop loss at 40 and our target at 75. Don't worry, guys. This also I will be sharing with you guys the step-by-step process of it in a document. Okay. So for people who don't trade options, don't worry about it at all. Okay. Don't worry about it at all. Okay. You will have the document with the written part about it. Okay. So for I understand, guys, for people who don't know options, call C क्या है, P क्या है, Pratik क्या बोल रहे हो आप? Don't worry. Done. So I have showed you this just to give you understanding of again this whole point of RSI. तो सबको पता है, everyone knows RSI, but how to use that RSI is very important, right? So a quick question to each and every one of you guys, right? But my question to you is, what if when the alert is there, you are in a meeting? What if when the alert is there, you are in a flight? What is going to happen then? You miss the opportunity, correct? So this is not a full solution. Go. Now, we come to the next part, that is killing the risk. Okay. Killing the risk basically means, and I'm going to share with you an untold truth of the share market. Now, this is just listen to this as a story. Okay. Listen to this as a story. Now, a lot of people now, when they come to the markets, they think that their journey is going to look a certain way. That is, they have built a strategy, a system. Let's say, like this strategy system that I've showed you today, you have it with you. Okay. All of you will have the same thing, guys. All of you will have the same thing. So let's say it has a 70% accuracy. Now, all of you, this will know that they think this is how it looks like. Let me explain to you what I'm trying to show here. Okay. So this, think of it like these are the 100 trades you have taken. Okay. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 11 to 20, 21, 30. Excuse me. So these are each cell represents a trade. Okay. Total, there are 100 trades you have taken from 0 to 100. The green means you have made profit in that trade. The red means you have lost money in that trade. Guys, all of you know, right, that you will not be right all the time. Sometimes when you are you will make mistakes. Right? If you are a sniper, as much as your intention is to shoot with one bullet, one enemy, sometimes when you miss it, doesn't mean you take the gun and shoot yourself, right? Or you say, I'm going to get out of the enemy. I'm going to get out of army, right? You're not going to do that, right? Just because you miss one target, you're not going to say that, I'm give up. I'm not going to be a sniper anymore, right? The aim is to do that, but as sometimes losses are part and parcel of the game. Now you see green, you see red. Green means profit, red means loss. Now, out of the first 10 trades, can you see how many green can you see and how many red can you see, guys? Can we see that there are 7 greens and 3 reds? That means an accuracy percentage of 70%. That means out of 10 trades, 7 were right and 3 were wrong. 70%. Can I say that? 70% accuracy in the first 10 trades. Super. The next one, 11 to 20. How much is it? 60. 6 are green, 4 are red. 60%. Perfect. So if I do continuous from 0 to 100, total, if I take the average of it, I get an average of 70%. That means after 100 trades, that means 70 were right, 30 were wrong. Yes or no? Out of 100 trades, accuracy percentage of 70 means 70 trades were right, 30 were wrong. It's a very simple formula. Everyone till now, very, very clear. Badhiya Pratik, isme naya kya hai? I understand this concept, basic numbers. But the reality is very different. मजा तो यहाँ पे आता है. This is what differentiates a normal person from a professional trader, okay? Because actually, 70% can also look like this. 70% can also look like this. Do you see what is the difference here compared to the other one? What is the difference here? Can we say that the losses are clustered together? Losses are clustered together, concentration of losses. Can we say that? Even though if we look at the bottom right, can you see average is 70%, guys? After 100 trades, here also 70 trades were profit and 30 were loss. So if someone who had traded here, this is also 70%. 70 times it was right, 30 was wrong, and here also 70 and 30. So in terms of the accuracy, nothing has changed, right? Just in terms of accuracy, nothing has changed. Okay. What has changed? It is cluster. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. If, for example, you start trading here, okay, you have first trade profit, next trade loss, third trade loss, fourth trade loss, fifth trade loss. How many of you will stop trading and say bye bye? नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से. Your strategy is bad. Correct? Psychologically, you will not be able to take the pain of 4 consecutive losses. Yes or no? But what is changing here? If you consecutively trade for 100 trades, will you make money or not? If you continue from 0 to 100, if you follow it genuinely, you will make money. But you are coming into and you are coming in the way of the strategy. For example, when you toss a coin, right? What's the probability? Did you guys told me 50-50? There's a 50-50 chance. But if you only toss it 2 times, both times can be heads, right? If you only toss it 2 times, both times can be heads. Only if you toss it 100 times can it be 50-50, right? That the probabilities will have to play out. Hence, I'm telling you this, the honest truth. Even with the strategy, same strategy that you have, all of you will not make the same kind of return. That is a guaranteed, because you will come, some people will put their money here and stop trading. Some people will when they make money here, right, profit, they were trading with 1 lakh rupees and suddenly they will think, oh my god, this is amazing, I will put 10 lakh rupees in my strategy now, and then loss, khatam, bye bye. Understood? How many of you felt that this has happened to you? How many of you felt that this has happened to you? Right when you're starting to increase your money, you have lost money. Yes. Now, I want to ask you another question. Okay. All of you know what a SIP is? All of you know what a SIP is? SIP. Many of you already have SIPs, right? What happens in SIP? your money gets cut automatically from your account every month. Every month, money gets cut automatically from your account. Now, when money gets cut automatically from your account, which is great. Now, imagine there was a situation where instead of automatically cutting, you had to put money, transfer money every month. Do you think you will do it like discipline wise every month? Or you will think, Are, Trump is speaking too much. This month I will not put. Oh, India Pakistan war is happening. I will put next month. Now the market will go down. I will buy next month. Yes or no? You will put your dimag in it. How many of you felt that Pratik, इतना सच नहीं बोलना था? इतना सच नहीं बोलना था, Pratik. So the reason people make money in SIP is not because of some great strategy. It is because of consistently doing something without breaking rules. How many of you had a bulb on moment right now? That most people are running after the strategy, but here Pratik to kuch aur hi bol raha hai. The game is not here. This is where differentiates the 95% with the 5%, because the professional trader knows that usko, he knows what the probability is. So he will keep trading continuously. He will keep tossing the coin till it becomes 50-50. Usko pata hai. That's the probability. That maths is not wrong. Are we clear with whatever I've said? Right? Some of you may have felt that this is one of the biggest myths that a lot of people have, running after strategy and not giving this importance. So, here let me come back to automating the system. Here, let me come back to automating the system. Right? So, when we automate the system, this problem that we have, as much as Pratik, aapne bol diya, badhiya, very good. I understand, mind blown. People are like, eye opening. But Pratik, after listening to you also, I know tomorrow if I have 4 consecutive losses, I will stop trading. Yes or no? Even after hearing me, you will do that. Because we are humans, right? We are humans. Our emotion will come ahead. I'm telling you, possibility nahi hai. I'm telling you. Out of 100 people, if you're here, 95 people will do the same thing, even after listening to me. But we have to find a solution. So, solution is not to become inhuman, not to become like a Zen person. With not very many people can do that. So, solution is to automate everything. Correct? Yes or no? कि प्रतीक, मुझे तो I don't even want to screen, buy, do everything automatically. I don't want to look at it. Yes or no? Ki once I have strategy which is clear, I want to trade on strategy. I want it to be automated completely. I don't want to put my head into it, because I am my biggest enemy. Right, guys? यही point है. So that brings us to our AI powered trading. That brings us to the AI powered trading. The moment all of you have been probably waiting for, Pratik. AI powered trading क्या है? Yes. Now, first question. AI or automation ka do reason I want to ask. Okay. So there's first reason. What's the first reason that you want to do a complete automation and you want to use AI? What's the first reason? The first reason is you want it to remove all your emotions. I don't know about you. I have seen people not only about anger, but greed also. For example, right? How many of you have, today, let's say from your office company, you have got a bonus. Matlab, your salary is suppose 1 lakh. This month you got 1 lakh 50,000, 50% some bonus you got. Suddenly you feel like, oh my God, I have a lot of money. You will go and risk a lot of money in the markets. How many of you feel that you may have tried that? कि आज तो बहुत पैसा है मेरे पास. I can take more risk today, right? Or someday you fight with your wife and you are angry, but you can't tell too much to your wife. So you come and take out your frustration on the trade. You self sabotage, create problems for yourself. Yes, happens, right? So it happens to the best of us. Okay, it happens to the best of us, and it is fine. Now, the point is we have to remove this entire problem of emotions. The second point, before I come to that, a quick little story. Okay, so listen to the story very carefully. Okay, so people are like, Pratik, you have camera in our house, you know exactly what is happening. Look, humans are very predictable sometimes, because I have gone through these phases myself. I have seen people go through these phases and so hence I'm able to say all of this to you guys. Okay, nothing personal. Okay, so let me just tell you guys this little story for me to drive home a certain point. Okay, so once upon a time, in this bustling city park, there was this generous old man who every day at noon he would come to feed the pigeons. Now, at first, only a very few pigeons knew about this old man's daily ritual. Not many birds knew about it, so they came, they enjoyed, they became healthier, stronger. Now, what happened with time? The word spread amongst the pigeon community that boss, there's this old man who comes every day at this time to feed us. So they thought free food, let's all go there. Now, with time, more and more birds started coming to this old man. There was a point where the entire park was just swarming with pigeons. Now, this old man doesn't have unlimited amount of money. The amount of food he was getting on the first day, he's getting the same amount of food today also. Now, what is happening because of that? The birds now have to fight for the smallest grain of food. There was intense competition for the food. They're fighting for the small grain of food. Some of the smart birds thought, boss, if this continues, we are going to die out of hunger. Ki, matlab, so much you're fighting for one dana of food, right? So they thought, forget it, let's leave. This is too much. So they left. A few weeks, they searched around. They found it difficult, searched around the entire town until they found another person who not many birds knew about it. They went, they started eating, became healthier and stronger, whilst the not so smart birds continued to fight amongst themselves. If you had to use one word to describe the moral of the story, what would you say? One word. Demand and supply, not really. I'm looking for one word, okay? Diversification, not really. Adapt, adapt, adapt. Bingo, bingo. Someone got it absolutely spot on. Keshari ji got it spot on. Bingo. Yes. So the point is adaptability, guys. So reason two is being adaptable to change, right? Now, let me give you an example, okay, without even going at the markets. All of you know that in today's day, with the advent of AI, if you are doing, let's say, if you are an engineer, and there are many engineers in the country, right? Will you be paid a high salary unless you bring something else to a table, or you don't adapt the use of AI into, like, with the changing in technology? If you continue to do whatever everyone has been doing for the last 10 years, if you continue to do that, will you have a job in the next 10 years? Just a reality check, right? We have, even few days back, we have already seen that IT stocks fall because Claude can do half the work that people who are taking 6, 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs of packages are doing. So instead of paying so much money, some companies saying, forget it, we'll just do it cheaper. Correct? So we have to adapt. To you have to have a skill that can you have to adapt to the changing world, right? You have to adapt to the changing world. So similarly here in the markets, if you continue to do the same thing that has been happening for the last 10, 15 years, will you be able to, like, get some advantage? Will you be able to, if you're doing the same thing? We are not in 2005 anymore. We crossed 2025 and 2026. We have to be constantly changing, and especially right now. How many of you agree that new things are happening like every 2 months? Like from before, it was new things were coming every year. Now it is every before then it was months, weeks, days. Now it's just in few months, days, new things are coming up, right? It's just changing. So we have to be adaptable and we have to keep upgrading ourselves, or we will be left behind. And hence, if you look at this article, I've taken a screenshot, right? So these are called money making machines. These are two algo trading firms based out of India, in Gurgaon, Graviton Research and AlphaGrep. They are trading in the Indian markets. What was their FY23 revenue? 3,500 crores. If they are making 3,500 crores, someone is losing that money, right? Who do you think are the people losing their money? Yes. So, what is very, very important is not that you are doing something wrong, but the field that you are stuck in is wrong, right? You are playing the wrong game. The next point is Pratik, Vadia, I understand your point, adaptability karna hai, but I am a doctor, I am a HR professional, I'm a teacher, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not a tech person. How many non-tech people here with us? Like, no idea of computer science, no idea of coding and all of that. Yeah, not many people. So how do you compete with IIT graduates, right? How do I, compete with them? How do I get into AI, automation, all of that? Very simple. AI has made, even if you are someone from a non-tech background, non-IT background, you can do whatever they are doing. It has leveled the playing field. I don't know how many of you have not understood it, but AI has basically democratized knowledge and information for each and every one of you. Okay. I want to show you a quick example of how we can use the power of AI to bypass this whole coding process. Can I show you how? Can I show you a quick method of how we can use AI to bypass an entire coding process, which you will have to learn coding and do all of that today? Like each and every one will be able to do it after I show it to you. Each and every one. Okay. So for that, I will be going to using Chat GPT. Okay. I'll be using Chat GPT. Very simple. All of you know that you can use any AI tool that you want. Okay. Gemini, Claude, जो भी चाहिए, whatever it is that you want, you can use it. Okay. Now you don't have to write a single line of code. All you have to do is copy a prompt, paste a prompt, and follow the steps. Can we do that together? And what are we doing? We are looking to download historical data. So remember how we did backtesting, right? I showed you this process of backtesting, testing whether a strategy is profitable or not. Now, how do you get the data of stocks in their past? How many of you tried it and failed trying to take out the data of stocks, historical data, or doing it manually from NSE website or doing it from some other place? Yes. Okay. So can we did it manually? Can we automate this? Do you guys want to see how you can do it without writing a single line of code for any stock in the world? Anything that you want? Okay, super. So for that, we will be copying this prompt and we will be using Chat GPT to paste this prompt. Okay, so we will be pasting this prompt. Now here we have to change two things. That is the stock or the index for which we want to download. So first, can we do it because can we do it for Nifty 50 guys? Index. All of us knows the top 50 then we'll do it for some stock also. Okay. So let's try it for Nifty. How many years do we want? 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years? How many? 5 years, 5 years, 2 years, 7 years, 8 years, 5 years, 10 years, 5, 7, 5, 10. Okay. 2026, Can we do 8 years? So we have 2018 COVID and all included. Can we do 8 years? 8 years. Okay, nice even number. Let's do 8 years. Okay. So we change two things, the name and the year. Okay. We change two things, the name and the year. We simply run it. We have copied the prompt, pasted it, and we have changed two things, that is Nifty here and how much years do we want it to get for. Okay. So now we are going to be given a code through which we will be able to do it. Okay. Let me show you. Everyone, all you people who don't know how to code, this will ये सीखना आपको नहीं पड़ेगा. You don't have to do all of this yourself. It is done for you. Okay. It is done for you. But the next question is, Pratik, what do I do with this? Like, I don't understand. This is Latin Greek for me. I don't understand any of all of this. क्या क्या लिखा है आपने? I want to know how to do it. So can you just Okay. Can we do it together? Free to use tool. Okay. So we'll have to go and put this code somewhere. For that, simply we will go and search for Google Colab. We will search for Google Colab. You see the first thing that comes in Google Colab, open it, and you will be getting the Google Colab opening for you. Okay. Everyone with me till now? Search for Google Colab, clicked on Google Colab, you will have a page like this. You can log in with your Google account. Everyone has a Gmail account. You can log in with your Gmail account. It's free to use, by the way. Okay. You don't have to pay anything else. Very simple. Can you see the connect button here? Can you see connect button here? Okay. You click on connect and you shall be able to you'll see connecting to Python 3, this connecting. Can you see green tick coming now? Connected, green tick. Okay, very simple. We open Google Colab, we connected. Now we will paste our code. Can you see plus code here? Click on plus code, go there, copy your code from here, go to Google Colab and Control V, paste your code. We are going to share with you the prompts. We are going to share with you the steps. We are going to share with you all of that. Don't worry about it. For now, just watch me do it. You don't have to memorize it right now. I am just showing you the ease with which you can do it. Okay. So very simple, guys. What did I do? What did I do? Very simple. I basically got the code, went to Google Colab and pasted my code here. I will press the play button. Once I press the play button, I will be getting the entire nifty 8 years of data downloaded. Where will I see it? There is a folder file here. Click on it and you will see nifty 8 years data. Simple, download the file and I will just show it to you how you will have the file open for you. Okay, so let me just open the file. I will do this repeat process again. Don't worry about it. Just for now. Oh. Can you guys see it, guys? Do you see from 8th of February 2018, we have data for Nifty from up to 6th of February 2026. 8 years of data. Main point is, have we written a single line of code? We have copy pasted, followed a few steps. Okay, ये steps took, if you just practice little bit, you will follow the steps. These are steps. These are not complicated to learn. Right? These are steps. Okay. So this is for Nifty. Can I get amazing in the chat? If you think that getting this data without writing anything, simple, use AI any tool and do it. Let's do it for some other stock. Let's do it for some other stock. Let's karte hain, fir se. Let's try it. Let's follow the steps. Very cool. So I will copy the prompt, go to my AI tool, paste it. This time, someone wrote ITC before. Which stock do you want to do it? Which stock do you want to do it for? ITC? ITC? Yeah, so I'm saying Titan, ITC, ICICI, Reliance, Vedanta, HDFC, Reliance. ITC करते हैं. You can do for anything, okay? You can do for Tesla also. You can do for outside countries also, okay? So we will just write ITC. How many years do you want to do it for, guys? How many years do you want data for? 8, so we did it. Let's try for some other years. 10 years? You want to do it for 10 years? Let's try 10 years. Okay? Simple. We run it. You can do for 15 years also, no problem. Very simple. It is writing the code for you. It has written the code for you, right? What do you have to do, guys? You have to copy the code, go to Google Colab, and you have to paste the code, press the play button, run button. This will be downloaded. Just refresh it. ITC 10 years of data has come. You download the ITC file and it will be downloaded for you to be able to open it. How long did it take for you? 9th of February 2016 to 6th of February 2026. How long did it take you for you to be able to download the data of stock, any stock that you want, copy, paste, dump, and you will have the file with you? This is 10 years of data, guys. Can you see how long? All of this code, nothing you had to do. Nothing you had to do with it, right? So don't worry. We will be giving you the prompt. We will be giving you the step-by-step process of how to do it also. Some people are asking, Pratik, how many of you have that question, Pratik? What to do with this data? What to do with this data? How to read this data? Correct? How to read this data? Chalo, let's just for now. Thank you guys for your. Yes, same question. So we have a lot of things to do with this data. We will be using our skills to play with this data, and that will be dedicated in tomorrow's session, where we'll be focusing on how to do everything that we can do with this data using the power of AI without writing a single line of code. So before I move to the next part, can we have a quick uh, yes, if you guys remember what we have done till now, because I have a little bit some important things to cover before that. By the way, how many of you agree time is just flying? It's like 9:15 already, right? It's 9:15 and time is just flying. So yeah, amazing, right? Like 2 hours just goes by. Crazy. Yeah. So you guys have to bear with me for the next 40 odd minutes, 45 minutes, guys. I hope that is okay. Not boring you guys. Okay. So a little bit, few more important stuff, and then I will think, leave you of your misery. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. So just a quick revision about, we have basically covered how to use technicals like a pro, use the various layering concepts. We have understood how to exclude the noise by creating scanners, understood why killing the risk is more important, and we have also learned why automating the system is very, very important, right? How many of you feel that through this, whatever 2 hours that we spent together, that I have been able to give you kind of a set realistic expectations towards trading, not about creating some kind of like, dreamland or kinky matlab sapna dikhaya, bade bade sapne dikhaye, very realistic concepts, including probability, layering, all of these things which are not matlab talked about, right? So I hope that you guys have been able to pick something from it, right? But about all of these things that I've shared with you, right? After all, having all of these strategies and all the learning that you've had, why are we doing all of that? Yesterday, when Rahul showed you this, today, when I'm showing you all of this, what's the reason for you to learn all of this? Like, what's the reason? Do Yes, yes, correct. The role at the end of the day is financial prosperity. To find a path towards financial prosperity, isn't it? To find something that, where, a lot of people out there, throw a lot of jargon, big, big words about financial prosperous, but in practicality, how you can do it, very few people can do it, right? And it's a lot of things are very, very misleading, right? So hence, what I want to show you guys here is a little bit about some of the things that I think will help set you guys towards that path of financial uh, prosperity, right? So the first thing that I would like to share with you, and these are three, I believe these are three steps or principles from my experience that will be a, for everyone, for each and every one of you, right? That will be a path towards financial prosperity. So the first thing that we have been actually showing you guys till now is the ability to be able to trade with your job using profitable strategies, right? Till now, anytime Did I say leave your job, give up your job, do it? No. The idea is not to do that. The idea for everyone right now is for you to be continuing with your job and trading alongside it. Because to be able to do that consistently, only then can you make money. So you can make little bit more money every month, so that's how it's going to add to it. Now, can you do two jobs? How many of you have tried doing two jobs? What do they call it? Moonlight. What do they call it? Moonlighting. I don't know. Right? Yeah, moonlighting, right? So it's risky, right? Because if you're caught doing that, your first job is also gone, right? Because if you're caught doing that, your first job is also gone, right? But then I don't know how many of you do it, but somehow your bandwidth is also going down, right? It's very heavy, right? One job is already heavy. You have to add one more thing for you. So hence, it is not very prudent for you to be putting your head in two places. But to be able to have a job which is earning a bread and butter and to be able to make money work for you, how many of you think that's a viable option? For all of you who think that's a viable option, type in a S1 for step one if you are aligned with the first step. The first step is to be able to create, do trading in a manner which is consistent for the long term. S1, yes, absolutely. That's the first step to be able to do it, right? The next is that you want to grow your assets. The second step is to grow your assets, become debt free, and grow your money. Now, there's no point in making money and then there is a pipe which is leaking out that money, right? Think of water pipe, right? Water is flowing and there is a leak on it. What's happening? It is coming out from somewhere else. So hence, clearing your loans faster and investing that extra money for the long term, that is the second step, right? You guys, yesterday, I think Adi Rahul, they showed you about the prepayment hack, right? Where you can save 20, 30, 40 lakhs that you save instead of giving it to the bank. You are able to save that money, pipe it up, and use that, invest that for growth, right? So that is how you grow your assets and become debt free, grow your money, use prepayment hack, use basic investing strategies for you to be able to grow that money. And that is the second step. That is, first step, make money. Second step, grow your money. Type in a S2 if you believe that this is the best next step for you to be able to go towards the path of financial prosperity. Okay. So that is our step two. Step one, step two, we are very clear. Now, once we have grown our money, the next step is what? After you have made money, after you have grown your money, what's the next very important step which people forget? The next step is to safeguard your money. The next step is to safeguard your money. How do you safeguard your money? That is where a lot of people falter. How many people you have seen have suddenly made a lot of money very quickly and then lost it all very quickly because they just didn't know how to protect it? बहुत सुने हैं हमने. We have seen lot of people fall into that. And some people are saying myself, right? So some of you, for example, maybe making 1 lakh rupees salary and you thought if I make 10 lakh I'll be comfortable, but now you're making 10 lakh but you have made such mistakes that even now it's not enough. Yes, people very close to you, my manager. So hence that is the very important part, and that is knowing some of the secrets that will help you safeguard your money, which is basically keeping your money. So all of you know about the Ambani brothers, right? Ambani brothers, one Mukesh Ambani, one is Anil Ambani. They have gotten inheritance, same money, but who is where right now? Who is where right now? Right? So very clear difference. You look at Michael Jackson, hundreds of millions dollars of worth, bankrupt. Right? So those are some of the things that you don't want to be, so after working hard to make your money, to grow your money, if you're not able to protect and keep your money, that's an injustice to yourself. right? So a lot of people use these little bit of hacks. I want to share a little hack with you guys. Okay, I want to share a little hack with you. All of you know what fixed deposit is, right? सबको फिक्स डिपॉजिट पता है? फिक्स डिपॉजिट like safe. Okay, but do you know that when you put your money in fixed deposit, the interest that you earn is taxable at your slab? So if you are a 30% bracket, you that interest will be taxed at 30%. Yes or no? All of you know that, right? But I don't know how many of you have heard of something called the arbitrage fund, mutual fund, arbitrage fund. How many of you have heard of that? Or if you have not heard, you can just drop in no, have not heard of it. Okay, so arbitrage funds are also mutual funds, which are safe funds, which are only finding arbitrage opportunities in the market. There is risk, very little risk. Okay, almost riskless opportunities in the market. Okay, which are mutual funds, which have the similar return as fixed deposit. Similar return. So fixed deposit 6.47%. Even arbitrage fund have the same amount of return annually. Yes. Yes, Anandji, that. Okay, so 7%, that's the return. But you know what's the tax rate of that? 12.5%. Not your LT. It'll be taxed at the long-term capital gain, that is at 12.5% instead of 30%. Don't you guys think just knowing this, you are saving so much money? Just knowing this, you are saving so much money. Right. Now, of course, even if you sell within 12 months, no. Guys, I hope you don't do fixed deposit for less than 12 months. No? People do fixed deposit for longer period. So hence I'm telling, if you're putting your money somewhere in fixed deposits, you don't put it for 3 months. You put it for usually 18 months, 1 year, 12 months, 18 months, like that, right? So similarly, if you have arbitrage funds, it will be taxed if you hold it for more than 1 year, it will be taxed at 12.5%. How many of you are glad to know this? How many of you are glad to know this? Yes. So someone say I'm in the 10% bucket, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the time when you have made your money, you have grown your money, and then how to protect it. Because when you have grown your money, I hope everyone is in the 30% bracket. Correct? You will not be financially free within the 10% bracket rate, right? I hope that is very clear. So, hence, it is very important for you to be able to understand these little things for you to be able to protect your money. Okay. Now, very, very simple questions. Okay. Now, you have wealth. You have wealth, right? When you have the wealth, is wealth the end objective, guys? Is wealth the end objective, or is wealth the means to achieve the end objective? The end objective is something else, but wealth is the means to achieve that. Correct, right? Most of people actually confuse that मुझे पैसा चाहिए, but actually आपको पैसा नहीं चाहिए. You want happiness and freedom. You think that paisa is the money is the means of getting that. Money is not the goal. Guys, we are clear about this now. I hope everyone, this point is very, very clear. That's the truth. Okay. Money is not the goal, but money is the means to achieve the end objective. And what is the end objective? The end objective is a fulfilled life. The end objective is a fulfilled life. Correct. And to have a fulfilled life, there is one step which is left to the path of fulfilled life. And that, any guesses? Any guesses? What is that one thing that you believe is the object that will help you in having a fulfilled life? The last step. Correct. I think a lot of people are getting it. Altaf ji has gotten it. The time to spend that money. The time. The time. With time, of course, a lot of people are saying to give back to society, to help people, to do well for your all the people around you. But time is very important, because there is no point having 100 crores and then being having no time, right? Many people find themselves in their 80s, 90s with having a lot of money, but the whole life is gone. So, how many of you now agree drop in a S4 if you think that S1, S2, S3, S4 are the ways or the steps to a financial prosperous and a path to a fulfilled life? Absolutely, yes, for all of them. Very, very important, from making money to growing money, keeping your money, and the time to spend the money. Because once you master all of these four steps, you go from the 99% of the people who are, you know, I will be blunt that you guys are giving your time for money. Money is not working for you and giving you freedom, right? You will go from that 99% to that 1%. Understood the difference? The 99%, their whole life is after money. The money is in front of them, they are giving their time and getting money. But the 1% know how to make that money work for them, make that money grow, and know how to protect that money so that the money, in turn, going forward, starts working for them. These what the step one and step four were, right? So that is what we wanted to do. Okay. So who all are wanting to be in the top 1%? Drop in a me in the chat. Doesn't matter, guys. Let's put it out in the universe that me. Why not? Right? If someone can do it, you can do it too. Absolutely do not. If as long as you have the whatever it takes attitude, you can do it too. Right? So because all the people who have this kind of life, fulfilled and prosperous life, they're able to retire early, they're able to buy the dream house and car, they're able to provide their children the best education, go on family vacations, give your family the best life, clear your loans faster, do what you truly need to do, right? A lot of people, let's say, want to serve the society, but they just can't do it. So those important things that you truly want to do, that is very, very important, just not because you get paid, right? So those are the most important things. A question to all of you, a question to all of you right now, right? If you want to learn to take better care of your finances and start your journey towards financial independence, how many of you want that? Pratik, this is it. I want to start this journey. Jo hua hai. I don't care about the past. Because I have gone through the attendance of it, and I've seen a lot of people in their 30s, 40s, and their 50s, right? And all of you have this one question, right? Is now too late? How many of you have this question, Pratik? It's too late. I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s, I'm in my 60s, right? So the answer is, and I'll be absolutely honest with you, that the best time is yesterday. That's for sure, right? Earlier you start, the better. But it is never too late. The solution is to start now and today. Do not waste time. Start now. 60, 70, nothing is good, wrong time, right? Doesn't matter, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. To make the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years better, you have to start today. But when you do it, you have to do it with the right learning, mentorship, so you can achieve your goals at any age. And that is very, very important. Okay. So if you agree and are aligned with, then let me ask you a simple question to all and every one of you who have that thing that, yes, it's never too late. Let's absolutely go for it. I want to go towards having a fulfilled life. How would it be if there was a mentorship program beyond this 4 days of FFA, right? Because there's only a lot of things that I can share with you, Rahul can share with you in this 4 days of FFA, which where you can learn absolutely everything to start your journey towards financial independence. Absolutely everything. I mean absolutely everything. So for all of those who think that they want a program to be beyond this 4 days of FFA, drop in a beyond in the chat. So drop in the biggest beyond in the chat if you feel that, yes, Pratik, this is what I want to do. So there is a lot of beyonds, beyonds, beyonds. Wow. Okay. So Arun, Raj, we know that there are just a lot of names who are think amazing, amazing to see each and every one of you saying that, because that just shows you understand the need and the urgency of it. So of course, by Adi has put you guys here for to be part of the 4 days of FFA. There are about 2,400 odd people here with us today on this course, and I hope till now it has been valuable for you. Right? How many of you found this, at least this first 2 days, to be valuable? You've learned a lot of things, and you feel like yes, a lot of new avenues can open up for you to be able, and you look at the markets, you look at investing, you look at trading differently. Yeah, I think that is, and I want you to have, and I think there's a lot more value, of course, but I to find value beyond this 4 days, and you would love and for mentors like me, Adi, or Rahul to guide you beyond this 4 days, because a lot of things are not possible for me to show you in this 4 days to 2,400 odd people, and that is where we want to create the inner circle, because Adi has requested us to give this opportunity to you guys, to all the people who have this hunger to be able to do it right now. We have very limited amount of seats, so we have 100 seats where we are going to be giving the guidance, mentorship, and hand holding, and that is what is going to be the part of the inner circle. Okay, so of course, we, as much as we want to help 2,800 people, it's practically not possible for us to give that time to people, so hence it is very important that we are keeping only 100 seats. And yeah, so what is the inner circle? Of course, this is we call it the legacy wealth builder program. It's a life coaching program, and that's where we will be deep diving into the world of trading, finances, AI, all of those things, right? But I will not explain much about this program right now. How many of you want to be part of this inner circle? How many of you want to be part of this inner circle? Because again, I said not everyone can be part of this program. It is only for people who are very serious, and you will need to qualify to be part of the top 100. You will have to basically apply for it. Okay, so you will have to apply for it. It will not you will not be given this. Now, I will be sharing an application form for you to apply for it, but I want to remind you that we only want people who are fully committed towards achieving their financial goals. Okay, so that is very, very important. The most fundamental thing is that in those 100 people that we're looking for, we only want people who are have the whatever it takes attitude. So drop in a WIT if you have that whatever it takes attitude. Ki Pratik, no matter what, I'm aligned. Let's go for it. Let me start this journey. So WITs, Rahul, Rashmi, Manmeet, Piyush. Wow, there's surely more than 100 people, but of course you will have to apply for it. How will you apply for it? Very, very simple actually. So to be an applicant, to learn about equity stock market trading, FNO trading, and investing from us, to start working towards your financial goals, independence, and security. And even if you're a beginner or you are an experienced person, and if you want also to get buy and sell recommendations from our SEBI RA. So all of this will be part of the program, regardless of whether you are a beginner or an experienced person. Okay, so we will have a link. We will fill the link together because I want all of you to do it in a proper manner. So the team will be sharing a link. I will also be sharing a QR which you can scan and open. Okay, so I don't want you to fill just yet. Let's fill it together. For now, when I show the QR, you can just click it, open it, and keep the page ready. Can you guys do that? So click on the link, that is the apply link. So the only way, guys, that you can be part of the LWB program is by filling the form. Again, for only people who are really, really interested. We want it to be only for the 100. We will have to go through the details, your inputs that you have put, and by tomorrow 2 p.m. you will be given a message. You will receive a message whether you are selected for the inner circle program. Okay, so please fill up, just don't fill up the form right now, just click on it. Once you have clicked on it, drop in a done in the chat. If you have the form open in front of you, if you have the form open in front of you, just drop in a done in the chat. I will then go to the next part. Done. Done. We have all the forms open. Okay. So let me. Okay. So you will see the form like this, guys. You will see the form like this. So you will have the application form to become part of the LWB program. So you have to first put your full name. So let me just put my full name, Pratik. Uh, Okay, so you can put your full name. Then you have to put your birth. So 10th June 1995 is mine. You can do that along with me. Then you have to put your email address. So I'll put in my email address. Okay, so that is my email address. Next question is, as per yourself, have you achieved financial independence and security to fulfill all your goals? I am guessing that if the answer is yes, most of you will have an answer as no. So you can click on no. So if you have selected a no, then this above question, then what is stopping you from achieving financial freedom and security to fulfill your goals? So you can, for example, write lack of guidance or no time. So all of those things, whatever you think is stopping you from achieving your financial goals, you will have to do that. Satyaji, link is not opening. You can just click on the link. It should open, guys. Should not be a problem, I hope. Okay. Then, if you have selected a yes, then at what age did you achieve financial freedom? If you have selected no, you can skip this answer. Okay. You can skip this answer if you have selected a no. Do you have a whatever it takes attitude to learn the concepts and frameworks of trading diligently? And are you ready to put in the work? Okay. So for people who have the whatever it takes attitude, you drop in yes here. Okay. If you're no, you're no. Like I said again, only people who have the whatever it takes attitude. Next question is, why do you want to join the LWB program where you're going to learn about equity trading, F&O trading, and investing? It could be that you want to quit your job, you want to have an early retirement, you want to buy a house, potentially enhance your income, achieve financial security. All of these reasons, right? You can basically put it here. Why do you believe Pratik and Rahul are the right mentors? You can put why do you believe that we will be able to help you? Please drop in your reasons that you felt. Why should we select you? So, what's the reason that out of the 2,500 odd people that we have with us, why should you be the part of this program? That is, again, very, very important. The next is, what is the monthly income? So if it's 0 to 25,000, 25 to 50, 75 to 1 lakh, 1 lakh to 3 lakh, 3 lakh to 5 lakhs, or 10 lakhs a month, whatever it is, you can put it. Okay. Once you put it, how much do you aspire to increase your income by? Okay. So let's say if you are making 1 lakh to 3 lakhs, or if you're making 75 to 1 lakh, I want to increase it by 75,000 to 1 lakh. Okay. So that's what I want to do it. How many years of trading experience do you have? Very new to trading, 1 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, whatever it is that you want to put the reality of it. If you're new, just drop it new. Otherwise, put in your experience. What is your WhatsApp linked phone number? So you just put in your phone number, uh, three, and then you click on submit. Yes, okay. So I missed doing that. You can say retire retirement. I like their teaching. Let's say मैं अपना I am going talking about myself. I want to learn, and you can then click on submit, and the form will be submitted. Okay, so can we quickly do that, guys? And for people who are doing it and who have done it, layering and probabilities, add layer on top of each other to be able to optimize your strategies and increasing your efficiency. The next part is we have applied the three layers: breakout plus volume and RSI. All of you remember these three steps: breakout, volume, and RSI? Yes, absolutely. Then we have understood how a 30% CAGR per year trading system can eradicate all your worries, and why consistency is very important. All of you remember, right? That you should not run after huge returns, but go after consistency, right? Consistency is some one of the most important things that people miss out on. We have built a backtesting system, and we have customized it. We have understood it in charting. All of you, charting exact system that we have built. So we will be giving you guys the exact template for you to be able to do and scan the stocks for yourself. Okay. Then, of course, we have learned stock option trading strategy by using RSI innovatively. How many of you found this interesting? We use only RSI. We only use RSI for us to be able to maneuver and find opportunities, right? So I think that was a lot of eye opening for a lot of people. Uh, this one, how many of you love this part, the 70-30 rule that no one talks about, the uncovered hidden truth of the markets, where I talk to you about where people just give up because of, even with the same strategy, they become their worst enemy. I think that was a big eye opener. How many of you felt that was the biggest eye opener for today? For me, I think that was a very big takeaway, right? Absolutely. And discovered the need and power of AI. We understood why AI is needed, and also we have been able to download the historical data without writing a single line of code. And of course, at the end, I showed you the three keys of financial prosperity and the additional key to the prosperity and a fulfilled life. So these were what we have covered today. Now we have amazing things to cover tomorrow. Okay, so before I go to that, I have some people who are requesting, Pratik, can you guys, for the form, you guys want the scanner? How many of you have done it? Submitted already? Submitted already? Okay, done, done. Okay, so for people who are still, I think you can scan the QR here, or the team has also sent a link. So absolutely, you. Okay, so I'll just show you. I think the 3 minutes is also over. I'll just show you. Okay, so the 3 minutes is over. So you can see here around 1,030 odd people, and it's you guys are still filling it up. So I don't want to Diptanil ji, Abhishek, Kunal, all of these people who are filling it up. You can fill it up. You guys, people are asking Pratik, till when can we fill it up? Like I said, guys, please fill it up by midnight today, at least minimum. Do not be later than midnight, because we will have to send you the confirmation whether you are selected or not. We'll have to go through it and send it to you by 2 p.m. So you will get a message in your WhatsApp at 2 p.m. tomorrow whether you are eligible for the LWB program or not. Okay. But for that, you have to fill up the form. Okay. Super. Okay. So you guys have the thing with you? A scanner. Anyone else needs the scanner for the form? Anyone else needs a scanner? What's the criteria? No. So you just have to be honest in your form fill up, and quickly tell you what are we going to cover tomorrow. What are we going to cover tomorrow? Because today, if you guys thought that today was good, but anyway, how many of you enjoyed today? Whatever we covered, interesting, right? Even I hope for all the people who are new also, I think they had fun today. For me, I had fun because you guys were amazing. Okay. So if you guys want to do a quick like clap, I want to clap for each and every one of you because you guys have been super, super active, super engaging and amazing learners, right? So it's amazing to have all of you here listening, and it's a privilege. So what are we going to cover tomorrow? We are going to cover first is tomorrow is going to be all about AI powered trading, completely AI powered trading. So how you can use the power of AI to supercharge your trading. We are going to learn how to use AI to create strategies. We will learn how to use AI to backtest. You guys, I showed you all these backtesting results, right? So imagine you will be able to do the backtesting yourself. So we'll be using our document, the historical data, and we will be doing the backtesting. Each and every one of you will be able to do it alongside me, okay? We will be using AI to completely automate strategies without any coding. And of course, we have the biggest surprise for all the people who are passionate learners from us, plus your attendance. How many of you are super excited for tomorrow? Super excited for tomorrow? Yes, absolutely. I'm excited because a lot of amazing, I'm like, the world of AI and trading is going to open up in front of you, right? And I'm super excited to have each and every one of you. Okay, so all the things that I shared today, okay, the resources of it, you can scan the QR here, or the team will also send a link, guys, of the day two resources. Okay, so all the documents, the links that I have showed you today that you will need, you will find it in the day two resources. So you can scan the QR here, or the team, I request you to kindly send the link for the day two resources. Amarnath, okay, so the team has sent, yeah, okay. I think some people need, okay, so you can also scan here for the day one resources, guys. So all the people who want day one resources can get it from here. Okay. The team, can you also send the day one resources link, please? Yeah. So team has also sent the day one, day two resources link. All of it is available for you. Attendance. Yes, a lot of people are asking about attendance. So we will be taking your attendance through the Zoom registration. Okay, so you don't have to fill up anything for the attendance. But I have a request for you. Can we do something? Okay, so a lot of people, for example, who have basically missed out on today's, session. I want you guys, just maybe pause for now. Okay, just pause for now. Okay, I want. I'm just going to record it, and I want you guys to tell me something. Okay, so I want you to tell me how was today's session? What was the best part about today's session? Did you guys like it? Did you guys enjoy it? Awesome, great, mind blowing, superb, amazing, loved it, excellent, awesome, fabulous, amazing session. Loved it, great, awesome, excellent, marvelous, super, amazing, bro, splendid. It was amazing, superb, super. Thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure to have you guys here with us today, and tomorrow is going to be amazing. Okay, so I hope you guys have had amazing takeaways from yesterday and today. Of course, day three is going to be more cooler. Like I said, regarding your attendance, guys, don't worry about it. When you guys have logged into Zoom today, we will be taking your attendance from Zoom. Okay. For anyone who has still to fill up the form, like I said again, you have till 12 p.m. Anyone who wants to fill up the form and is maybe traveling or something and not able to fill it up, guys, please can we have you fill it up by 12 midnight? Uske baad we will close it because we'll have to go through it also. Okay. So we will have to go through it also. So please, I would encourage everyone to fill it up by 12. Okay. Sounds good, everyone? Done? Had fun? Amazing time? Time flew by. Tomorrow is going to be amazing. When am I going to see you guys tomorrow? Saturday, 6:45. We are going to start sharp at 7. Can we all be here at 6:45, ready with our glasses, notebooks, water, coffee, whatever you want, snacks? Okay. And I'm going to try to be even better than today. Okay. Tomorrow is going to be all about AI. We are going to be focused. We are going to have a lot of fun. Looking forward to having each and every one of you. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy and see you guys very soon. Okay. Take care, guys. Good night and see you. Bye bye. Have fun. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.